You can actually make the same thing feel expensive or feel good value for money simply by changing what people compare it to. Famously, I've always told this story, Rolls-Royce and Maserati stopped exhibiting their cars at car shows because they looked really expensive, and they switched instead to exhibiting their cars at yacht and aircraft shows. Now, if you're alongside a Learjet or a Sunseeker yacht, both of which run into many millions, bizarrely a €300,000 car almost becomes an impulse buy. What's your most controversial marketing take? I would argue that there is no objective perception of value whatsoever, that our valuation of something is internally constructed, it's a product of internal perception, and is therefore the product of mental processes which are highly influenced by context. But the fact that actually nothing is context independent, and therefore nothing can be completely marketing free. When you decide to go into one cafe rather than another cafe, well, in theory, yes, you'd look at reviews of the food, how reliable those reviews are. In fact, what you're doing is you're unconsciously reading a whole load of things about the design of the cafe, the furniture, the layout, the location, and you're making predictions based on what can only be said are kind of correlations, expectations, but largely most of what we perceive is actually a prediction. I find that very, very interesting because it explains, I think, to a large extent why it's very, very dangerous to solve problems without a market at present, because you will look at solving the problems that seem important to you. In the mind of a consumer, however, what they actually perceive is hugely contextually dependent. So you could spend an absolute fortune trying to improve objective reality and get absolutely nowhere in terms of changing customer behavior. I don't think it's actually controversial. Nobody disagrees with me. It's just something that people find hard to act on in their day-to-day lives. What is the marketing secret big companies don't want us to know?